I'm telling
Let's
you
talk
right now,
about Green
brothers.
Bay and Dallas because this is the
But
game. This is one of the two games that I'm looking forward to.
all right, so Green Bay at Dallas, 4:30. We opened up at Green Bay +7, moved to +7.5. It's now back to 7 again. A lot of line movement. Make sure you check out the Better Off app to see what the best odds are when you are placing your wager. The over/under is currently at 51.5. I'm personally all over Dallas to cover, but let me hear what you have to say. You're pumped for the game.
You and I disagree. You and I, we often agree and hold hands and gaze into each other's eyes, but on this one, we disagree. I think that Dallas are the Picasso of choking. I think I think they probably win the game, but they could definitely lose this game. I like Green Bay +7.5. I like Jordan Love with his coming out party with Aaron Rodgers sitting at home making crap up about Jimmy Kimmel, just watching. Um, I just, they have every weapon in the world. CeeDee Lamb, you can talk about Tyreek Hill, you can talk about Debo, you can talk about Justin Jefferson when he's right.
AJ
Um,
Brown.
but yeah, AJ Brown when he's right. But CeeDee Lamb has been as good as any receiver on earth for the last month,
Yeah.
5, 6 weeks even. Um, Ferguson is good. Tony Pollard, a bit of a letdown this year, but they have all of the tools and they're at home where they annihilate people. And it is for all of those reasons that I think that they choke on a chicken bone. I think Jordan Love, I like me some Jordan Love stats. Even though his two best receivers are Romeo Dobbs and is it Tyler Kraft, Tucker
He's
Kraft?
got Reed. He's Reed these last few weeks has been his
Sure.
go-to guy.
That team, that entire team is under the age of like no one on that team can rent a car. It's just young guys up and down. I think they have nothing to lose. I think they're going to go in there and even if they don't win, I don't see that Green Bay team losing by 8.
No, and I think that half a point is big. I'm happy that it's back down to 7. 7.5 makes me think a little bit more about it for sure.
Don't
Which
think, drink.
scares me because I keep saying that, which means I'm probably going to tease a bunch of these games down, which is such a sucker's bet. Don't do that. But honestly, like in the moment, I can't resist half
The
the
do as I say, not as I do segment with Tom
right.
Props.
Right. Exactly. We could fill a whole hour with that, no problem. Um, I do think that Jordan Love is good, better than we thought, maybe, right? The first half of this season. I think the luck runs out a little bit this weekend.
The
Dallas at
luck.
home. Dallas at
What
home,
luck?
man. Dallas at home is an absolute beast. Um, and I just don't see Green Bay getting this done. There's been so much talk. Jordan Love's now is he the franchise quarterback? Did Green Bay strike gold 3 times in a row? Favre, Rodgers, Love, and they've already started etching his name into stone a little bit as the third consecutive franchise quarterback. And I'm not saying that he won't be. I'm just saying that I don't think he's there yet. I would take Stroud over him any day of the week. So I like Jordan Love to play decent, but overall for Green Bay to falter and Dallas to continue doing what they do at home, and that's put up some serious points and kick the crap out of teams that aren't on their caliber. I'm shaking off all of my past memories of the Cowboys, which
I like those memories.
I know you're hanging on to them. It's been made clear that we're living in the past a little bit during this podcast. Uh, but as much as it pains me to say, I think it's a little bit of a reworked Dallas Cowboys team, especially when they're playing at Jerry's World. I'll sing a different tune if they have to go to San Francisco for the NFC Championship game. But for this weekend, I'm on Dallas -7. I'd probably stay with it at 7.5. Think about it. Honestly, I'll cream my pants if it goes down to 6.5. I'll jump all over that. I also love the Dallas team total, 30.5 over. To your point, you talked about Ferguson. I think CeeDee Lamb is going to be doubled. I think he'll probably still get his. I just don't know as much. I didn't see the value in his prop bets, but give me the tight end Ferguson over 4.5 receptions, getting plus money. And then on the Green Bay side, Aaron Jones over 16 and a half carries. Like I said, it's going to be a trend this weekend for me. I think teams are going to look to minimize mistakes, and that means putting the rock in productive running backs' hands. Aaron Jones is nothing if he is not a productive running back. So I like his over 16 and a half carries as well.
I mean, you could put CeeDee Lamb in protective custody. You could drop a submarine on that guy, and as long as Mike McCarthy continues to call his number, CeeDee Lamb's going to get his, because you're going to have to foul him to stop him from it. It reminds me of what it looks like with Justin Jefferson. It reminds me of what it used to look like with Randy Moss, where like you want to stop him from catching the ball, someone's going to have to throw a flag, and it's going to be a spot foul. Which, by the way, is why
should count as a reception. Just
if
for the
you at least in fantasy, if you draw a 35-yard offensive, defensive pass interference or holding penalty, you should get those yards.
Also, I'll join that petition. How many people we need?
I'd say six people.
All right. Well, 4 more to go. That's going to be a good game though. 2 classic teams. They've got a hell of a history. And it's that 4:30 game. Everyone's kind of up in it. You're in full football mode.